Good morning. Good morning, good people. Another Monday, December 15th. Wow. This month is flying by. 10 days will be Christmas. Let's see, Wednesday is the wraparound, Christmas wraparound. So, yeah, a lot of things happening. Got to make things happen. All right. Well, anyway, here we are, Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help you on your journey through this life, to help our students and interested people on their journey through this life with the belief that we have a soul that transcends death. When our body is done, we keep going. And we have the opportunity with this body to be on a trajectory, to focus on transformation of who we are or who we could be, going from who we could be to who we are. Future tense. That's good. Okay, cool. So we have a really big shoe, and the theme of today is what's outside my skull-sized kingdom. Right, what's outside my skull-sized kingdom? So this is day one of week 3 in our neuroscience-oriented approach to success, where for those who don't know or don't remember, because it's been a while, it's been since last Monday. This is a 4-week program designed for people in the state Penn, not Penn State. And it is a workbook, meaning it's a book to work. It's not a workbook. What happened? Okay, where did I go? It's a workbook as opposed to a fun book or a coloring book. It's a workbook. So it takes about 4 hours a day, 7 days a week for 4 weeks to go through the book properly. Total immersion. We don't really have the luxury to do that because we are not in the state pen. We are free within limits. We have freedom of choice, free will, or the perception of it. Anyway, this is week 3. Week 1 was overview and orientation of what are we trying to do? Answer 2 questions. Question 1, who am I? Question 2, why do I behave the way I do? And the who am I question is from a neuroscience physical perspective. It's not from a spiritual, it's not from a psychological, it's not from a meteorological, it's from a physical perspective. Who am I? Who this 100 trillion plus cells in my body, 86 billion in my neurons in my brain alone. None of them know me. None of them care who I am, yet here I am. Who am I? And why do I behave the way I do? So the point is, if we know who we are and we know why we behave the way we do, then we can dial in who we need to be right now. That we are not subject to the whims or the control of other people. Maybe they can control our body or our movement, but they can't control our thoughts. They can't control how we respond to them. So, moving right along. Week 2 was inside my skull-sized kingdom. And the reason we say kingdom is that we each of us see the world revolving around us. We are the master of our kingdom, but unfortunately, the kingdom is only the size of our skull. But we need to understand that, why we say that, how it works, how we best utilize that. Week 3, this week, my favorite week, is outside my skull-sized kingdom. So here's where we kind of metaphorically look outside of our skull-sized kingdom. What do we see? Other people. Right. And what do they think? They think the world revolves around them, but I know it revolves around me. I also know if I want to be successful, footnote, if I want to be successful, I need to get other people to do what I want them to do, which is the definition of power, getting other people to do what you want. Okay. What is success? What's our definition of success? Our goal is to be successful. Success is an equation. Success is a function of money times meaning and purpose. And we start with money, because if you don't have money, you can't really have a lot of success. You've got to have money to be really successful. However, just because you have money doesn't mean you're successful. You could have all the money in the world, have no meaning or purpose, and somebody who other people love to go urinate on their grave. You have to have meaning and purpose. Okay, what is meaning? Meaning is simply acting such that everything you do matters. It matters. It has meaning. People that have money and no meaning, they say, what's the purpose? What's the meaning? Why should I keep living? And then they conclude that there's no reason to keep living. There's no meaning. There's no purpose. So they end up killing themselves. Okay. Meaning, act such that everything you do matters. What is purpose? Service to others. So what do we have? Our formula for success. Success is a function of money times the amount of what you do that matters and service to others. So money times the amount of how much you do that matters. If nothing you do matters, if you don't have service to other people, if you're not helping other people, you're not successful. You're just somebody with money. And there are plenty of people out there with money, but there's no service to others. They don't do anything to help others. And they don't do anything that matters. Okay, moving right along. So this is week 3. And I can't be successful without other people. Think of it this way. If you give me a gold bar, one of those real gold bars, what do they weigh? 25 pounds, maybe, I don't know, whatever. Let's say it's worth $250,000. I have that. I go into a store and want to buy a banana. What if the person at the store says, no, we don't take gold? And how do I know that's gold? How do I know you didn't steal it? What am I going to do with it? You're just going to take a little flick off of there and give me a little speck of gold? Nope. Yeah, but it's gold. I got $250,000 right here. I go to the car dealer and he says, no, we don't take gold. If you can't get other people to help you, you will not be successful. So here's a case of I've got $250,000 in gold right here, money, right here. If I can't get people to cooperate with me, it has no value. So I might go to the car dealer and he might say, oh, I know we've got a customer who trades in gold. He can give you gold money for it. You need other people. It is perfectly okay, acceptable, etc., to be willing to go it alone for periods of time. But what you need to really internalize is I have to get other people to help me to do what I want them to do. Not get me to do what they want, but to get people to do what I want them to do. Okay. So week 3, I look out And I notice there's other people out there who think that everything revolves around them. They think they are the master of the world, right? They think everything revolves around them. But I know it revolves around me, and I also know I've got to get them to help me. And the best way to do that is by bonding. Bonding. So if we're talking about glue, right? Glue bonds two pieces of something together. So let's say it's wood. And together they're better than not together, right? So can we see bonding? Yeah, bonding can be seen in an fMRI machine where, say, you have three people, you're looking at neural activity, you're talking about two people, let's say, like the president, one person doesn't like the president. Can we see that in their neural activity? Yes. Bonding. So we want to be able to bond with people, because if people see the world the way you see it, they're more inclined to do what you want them to do, at least voluntarily. Okay, so this is week 3. So today we're going to have David Logan talking about tribes, tribal leadership. Tomorrow, Seth Godin of how do you lead a tribe. Then Wednesday is Simon Sinek talking about Seth Godin has a 4-step process. So Simon Sinek picks up the ball and says, how do you tell a compelling story? One of the 4 parts of Seth Godin's thing, part 2, tell a compelling story. Well, Simon Sinek tells us how to tell a compelling story. But today it's David Logan, USC professor. I've had personal emails with him over the years. Interesting stuff. And let's see. So this today is about tribes. Very simply, as social animals, we group with people who are like us in many different ways. We could have our football tribe, the team we like, and we have things in common with people who like that. We could have our church tribe, our school tribe, our kids' school tribe. You know, it's the way we identify ourselves. The groups of the way we identify the groups that we're in would be a tribe. And we're in lots of tribes. What we want to do out there in the real world of men and machines is when we walk into a tribe to be able to figure out what stage is this tribe at. What kind of a tribe am I walking into? In other words, it's not just the building. It's not just, say, the church, this building. It's what's the culture here? What's this tribe all about? And how is it different than other church tribes? For example, when I go into Smith's versus Walmart versus Albertsons, different cultures, different tribe. Oh yeah, I'm an Albertsons guy. You too? Oh, cool. We got something in common. Bonding. So David Logan's basically breaks down for us. We're members of tribes. That's what humans do. Birds fly, fish swim, people form tribes. We're in a lot of tribes. You want to be successful, join a tribe, nudge it forward. Come on, homie, let's go. Join a tribe, nudge it forward. Don't try to pull it. Don't try to push it. Nudge it forward. And tomorrow we're going to learn from Seth Godin, how do you nudge it forward? How do you do that? What's the 4-step process? But for today, we're just going to focus on this concept of tribes. And David Logan also says tribes are at one of 5 stages. Now, there's plenty of bleed over. It's not clear-cut stages. It's not like I go from here to there. It's like I blend and bleed into that. And then predominantly that, and then hopefully moving onward to the next level tribe. So the bottom tribe is life sucks. The next tribe is my life sucks. The next level tribe is I'm great, you're not. The next level is we're great. And the next level is life is great. So we've got life sucks and life is great. We've got my life sucks and we have we're great. Life's great, we're great. So we're great means we're great. Life may or may not be great. If I can get it to the point of saying life is great, that's the top pyramid. On the bottom, it's my life sucks. And then this one, I'm great, you're not. That's what advertisers are going for, that group of people, that subset of people. Because A, they have money, they have means, and they believe I need to be better than you. I need to be better than you. And if that product over there, that car, is a status thing that says I'm better, I need to have that car because people who are better, that's the car they have, or the clothes they have, or the this or the that or whatever it is. And they have the means to do it. People who say my life sucks, they want the stuff too, but they don't have money. Okay, so life sucks. What does that mean? Well, that's not really a tribe that pulls together. That's a tribe that falls out from other tribes, from the My Life Sucks tribe. They aren't part of that anymore, and then they just kind of pool with other people. So David Logan says, this is the psychology. These are the tribes of people who do mass shootings and things like that. You justify a mass shooting by, hey, life sucks. Life really sucks. And today it sucks for you. And it sucks for me. So I don't really care what happens. But life sucks. And he says it's the culture of prisons. Life sucks. I can do whatever I want. I'm justified because why? Because life sucks. Life sucks. There's nothing good about it. It sucks. And if you think it's good, you're wrong, and I will show you that. Okay, next level. My life sucks. Huge improvement from life sucks. My life sucks fundamentally means life doesn't suck. It's just my life that sucks. And I hate it. And maybe I don't know what to do. Usually, I don't know what to do. And that's where we come along, is we're looking for the people who my life sucks, but they want to leave their past behind for good. Pun intended, for good, meaning they want to leave the negative stuff behind to do good stuff, and they want to make it permanent. They want to leave it behind for good, not for bad, not temporarily. These are the people who know their life sucks and they believe still that it could get better. Okay, next level. I'm great, you're not. I can do this job better than you. We all work at 7-Eleven, let's say, but I am the guy who does the cooler, and you can't do the cooler as well as me. So don't offer to help me because you're just going to screw it up. Or the cook at Five Guys, who when a big party walks in and says, hey, let me handle this. You guys can't do this. Let me do it, because you're just going to screw up the order. Those are the people. So it's not that what they're great at is what they're doing. You can't wash the dishes better than me. Just let me handle it. Just stay out of my way. I'm great. You're not. Anytime we perceive ourselves better than somebody at some task, let me drive. Nope. Okay. Whatever. We're great. Now we see the power of working together. Wow. It's real, like sports teamwork. Could be work teamwork. We're going to be the best 7-Eleven in our market. what we have to do is I have to learn how to do your job. You have to learn how to do my job. I'm helping you become better. We're all working towards a common goal. And then life is great is, so on a normal distribution, life sucks and life is great are about the same percentage, like less than 4%. 2 to 4% of the people are either life sucks or life is great. So we're not really going to be overly concerned about that right now, and we are out of time. Time, such a runic rhyme. Okay, so we're going to call it a day. See you tomorrow. Seth Godin tomorrow, talking about a 4-step process to get people to do what you want. Okay, and cut. Bonk, bonk.